Sandra, what are you doing now?
The little ones will be home soon, so I was just cleaning up. I've been busy this morning.
You know what? The other day, we decided to have a lively Chinese dinner with a few of our close family friends. My mom's friend invited us, and we had a nice Chinese dinner. My husband and the kids ate a lot of food and looked very satisfied.
I've heard about that, Vivian.
Oh, really? I didn't know that you had heard about it.
We live in the same school district, so we have a lot of friends who share that information.
I see. It's nice to be invited by friends, isn't it?
From what I heard, your family wasn't invited.
Huh? That can't be true. They told me that I can come if I want to, so we all went together as a family.
I see. That's different from what I heard, so I thought you knew about it. Looks like I might have misunderstood.
I think so. You know, you should have more friends. There's a lot to be gained from a good connection.
Well, I think you are right. There are still a lot of events going on with the kids. I'd like to keep in touch with my friends too.
I agree.
By the way, Vivian, have you finished your work already?
Yes. They sent me home early because the store wasn't busy today. I hate that store because I don't make more money by working there. We need more money since we have to spend on the kids. I wonder if I should change my job.
Children cost a lot of money as they get older. Let's work hard for the sake of our family.
Sandra, why didn't you tell me about that?
Hello, Vivian. What do you mean?
I heard you're having a barbecue at your place this Sunday.
How did you find out?
Because we live in the same school district, so I can get that information from my friends. I'd like to meet my brother too, and I wonder if my family can join too.
What? This time, we're going to have a party with just my fellow school board members. May I ask you to refrain from attending?
Why?
Because it's a party for fellow board members. We're going to talk about upcoming school events. I thought it wouldn't be fun if you and your family members attend.
Oh, it's okay. You don't have to worry about that.
Huh?
Our family members casually eat meat, so you can just assume we're not there and carry on with the party.
Even if you say that, I don't think I can grant your wish.
But you and I are family. Your husband is my brother. It's natural if we attend the party, right?
Yes, but...
Then it's settled. I'll visit you with my husband and our 3 kids.
Please don't do that, Vivian. About the barbecue the other day, don't you think it's terrible that you sneaked out and went home first?
Well, at that time, you and the board members were kind of excited to talk about the school events. Meanwhile, my husband and the kids said they were full, so I let them go home first. Sorry about that.
After that, we had to settle the bill for the food and clean up. Everyone, including me, was surprised that you and your family ate all the food and ran away. I took care of your bill. So can you pay me later?
What? You're collecting money from your sister-in-law and her husband? You should pay for us since we are family.
No kidding. I mean, it's a big amount for a family of 5. I'm sorry to say this, but you forced me to let you attend the party. So I don't think I have to pay for it. Besides, everyone was upset that you ate all the food and didn't clean up afterwards.
Really? You're mad at us for that? You people are so lame.
Huh?
I'm your sister-in-law, so can't you just let me do what I want? What a narrow-minded person.
Well, we didn't invite you this time.
But still, you can't ask me to pay for that. I'm your family.
It's common knowledge among us that you pay for your own food.
What a stingy woman you are.
So please, pay for your own family share next time.
Okay, I understand. You're so stingy. I wonder why my brother got married to you.
Well then, take care.
Hey Sandra, I heard that your eldest daughter won the national championship in the piano competition. That's amazing. She's always practicing so hard. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. But she's still in learning process, and that competition was not an international competition. It's just a small reward. I hope it will encourage her.
Still, it's not every day that someone wins a national championship. Is the result of her hard work, isn't it?
Well, yes. I hope she'll step up from now on.
By the way, aren't you going to celebrate that with your family?
Huh?
Because your daughter won the national championship, right? Aren't you going to have a dinner party as a reward for her hard work?
About that, we made reservation at a fancy sushi restaurant since it was her request. It's a fancy restaurant that got a lot of attention on social media. She has always wanted to go there, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to have a small family dinner. It's not the kind of place you can just go for a quick meal.
Fine sushi? That's nice. I'm sure your daughter will be happy to hear that. Of course you'll invite us too, right?
What?
Because I want to continue to support my niece. I'd like you to invite me and my family to this celebration.
No, this time it's really just a family dinner. We are not thinking of inviting anyone else. We haven't even informed our parents.
It'll be nice and lively. Let's have a big celebration for everyone. Winning the national championship in piano is a great thing, isn't it?
It's not that ostentatious. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I've already made reservations for my own family members.
You can change the number of people with one phone call, can't you?
Please don't be so pushy.
It's fine, isn't it? If it weren't for this, my kids wouldn't have a chance to eat at the fancy sushi restaurant.
You can't just decide whatever you want. It's a family event. I can't just go ahead with it on my own.
Why are you always so rigid, Sandra? Of course it's more fun to have more people attending the celebration. Anyway, please change the number of people for your reservation. Me, my husband, and the kids are going to a fancy sushi restaurant. I'm counting on you.
Don't decide on your own.
Sandra, where are you? Isn't it time to start eating? If you and the others are late, can we eat first?
Vivian, what do you think you're doing?
I know the day you guys made the reservation for this restaurant. I've always wanted to come here.
How did you know?
The kids at school found out from your youngest daughter.
What?
She was so happy to be able to eat delicious sushi. She told us proudly. That's so sweet of her.
Children can't hide their happiness. By the way, which fancy sushi restaurant are you eating at?
Huh? You know which one, don't you? There's only one fancy sushi restaurant in our hometown, right? I also wanted to congratulate my niece on her victory. Since you guys will be here soon, we'll start eating first.
What do you mean, eat first? I told you many times that this is a family dinner.
Your husband is my brother. So we are a respectable family.
I don't understand what you mean. What are you trying to do? We were about to have dinner together as a family, and you force your way to the restaurant? You have no consideration at all. We didn't even invite you to dinner, and now you're using the children to gather information.
Don't make me repeat it. We are family too. What's wrong with wanting to celebrate my niece's victory? You're so rude.
No way.
Anyway, we ordered ahead of time. Hurry up and come.
Hello, Sandra. You haven't arrived yet. It's been an hour past our reservation time. You're going to cause trouble for the restaurant. Are you out of your mind? Come quickly. What are you talking about, Vivian?
We were full before the star of the show appeared. The sushi was great since the ingredients were so fresh. Some of the expensive stuff were so good that I could feel them melt in my mouth.
Well, we arrived on time at the fancy sushi restaurant where we had a reservation.
Huh? But you're nowhere to be seen. The restaurant is not that big, so you should have found us. What do you mean?
I wonder.
Well, I don't care if you and your family are here or not. We've had our stomachs filled. My husband and kids are very happy, so I'm satisfied. I think we'll go home first because it would be a nuisance to stay in the restaurant forever, even though we're full.
Geez.
So, do you mind to pay on my behalf? My husband and I both had to rush out for work today, so we didn't have the money ready. I'll get the money ready tomorrow and deliver it to your house.
Enough is enough, Vivian. I won't fall into the same trap ever again.
What did you say?
You keep saying that you'll pay me later. After all, you still haven't paid me for the barbecue, right?
What? That wasn't much, right? You're really picky about money, aren't you?
It's not about the amount.
Besides, it's a celebration dinner for your eldest daughter, right? It's only natural that the parents of the child should pay for it.
I don't understand. It's you and your family who came without permission, even though we didn't invite all of you. Please pay for your own food.
Even if you say that, we can't afford to pay for such a fancy sushi restaurant with what we earn.
If you can't afford it, why did you go there?
We came here to celebrate my niece. She's exceptionally cute.
I told you not to come, and yet it was you who came without permission.
Because I really wanted to come. My husband and the kids want to eat sushi here too. I couldn't bring them here if it wasn't a good time.
The cost of eating there is never less than $300.
Oh, really? I didn't know that it's that expensive. The kids wanted more, so we ordered 8 servings and a bunch of drinks.
8 servings, huh? That's almost $2,400 for just the food. And I don't know how many drinks you ordered, but I'm sure it's a lot.
That's the thing. I just checked, and they said the total was $3,000 because we ordered all-you-can-drink menu. I was fully satisfied. So this amount is not bad, isn't it?
$3,000 for eating out. How could you eat that much when you hadn't even prepared the money? I would have been afraid to do that if I was in the same situation.
Because you and the others are there, so I thought it would be fine. You can pay it for sure, right?
Are you kidding me?
Of course you'll pay for it, right? Or would you treat us because you're in the mood to celebrate? That's a possibility, isn't it? Thanks for the food. Please take care of the $3,000 bill.
Hold on a sec. Please stop joking. Why should we pay for you?
Because I'm your husband's sister. Isn't it natural to treat me and my family for a fancy dinner?
What on earth are you thinking, Vivian?
Stop messing around. Hurry up here and pay for us. We've already eaten and we can't leave.
For your information, we've been in the restaurant we booked since a while ago.
I told you I can't see you guys.
You're at the local fancy sushi restaurant, right?
Yes, that's right.
I don't know anything about that restaurant.
What are you talking about? It's the fancy sushi restaurant that's all over social media, right?
I see. Maybe I just didn't see that post yet?
Seriously?
We're here at the fancy sushi restaurant in New York.
What? New York?
That's right. The kids are going on a long vacation starting today. So we're taking a trip to New York to celebrate.
A trip?
I thought I'd expose them to art to improve their aesthetic sense here. While we're in New York, we decided to go to a fancy sushi restaurant that's very popular in the social media here.
What? A trip to New York? I didn't hear a single word about that.
Do I have to tell you? Only my husband and I knew about this trip.
Why didn't you tell us that?
Because it's none of your business. We didn't invite anyone. It was just a small family celebration. I didn't have to tell you, did I?
So, you won't come to this restaurant I'm eating at?
That's right. I don't think I know where your fancy sushi restaurant is in the first place. I'm glad you told me about that.
You tricked me, didn't you? Why did you do that?
Please don't say that. I'll say it again and again. I never invited you and your family. In fact, I declined, didn't I? And yet it was you and your family who got the information from my daughter and came without permission.
That's terrible. No one ever told me about the trip to New York. Why didn't you tell us? If I had known, I wouldn't have come here.
I have no duty to inform you about our family trip to New York. I knew your true intentions.
Huh?
I'm going to take this opportunity to say this to you. You came to the dinner party, though you're not invited. I can't continue a family relationship with you and your family, who would come to a dinner party without being invited, eat a lot, and then leave without paying.
What a thing to say! That's very rude.
All my friends around me were saying that too. They told me that they can't be friends with you anymore. When you had Chinese lunch the other day, I heard that you left the restaurant right after you finished eating because you had something urgent to do. People who were with you there were roaring with criticism.
What?
You can't just go to someone else's dinner or lunch without being invited. And you can't just leave without paying the bill.
I don't think anything's wrong with that.
Huh?
It's not a big deal, because both me and my husband work, but our income is too small to afford to eat out. It's not right to take money from a family like that, is it?
No. It's normal to pay for what you eat. It's you who has your own crazy thought.
My family is not as wealthy as yours. So don't you think you should help us a little?
Please stop relying on us. Moreover, we don't want you to rely on my other friends too.
Just because you make a little more money than my family, do you think you can rule this world? You're so cocky.
I'm not talking about your family income. I'm talking in general. That being said, please pay your own bill at that fancy sushi restaurant. We are away from home anyway.
What? You're kidding, right? There's no way I can pay for it. It's a total of $3,000. Where would I get that kind of money?
I don't know. But it's true that you ate $3,000 worth of food, so you have to pay.
I don't have the money. So you're going to pay for it, right?
No one said anything about paying for your family's meals. Besides, we're in New York right now. It's impossible for us to come back home now. You'll have to take care of it yourself.
What? I said it's impossible. If you don't pay, we can't go home. If that happens, I feel sorry for my husband and kids. Do something about it.
I don't care. It's impossible for us to go to that restaurant. Besides, we're in the middle of a celebratory meal right now.
Oh no! Can I talk to my brother? I need you to let me talk to him for a minute.
My husband is also disgusted with your attitude. He doesn't want to talk to you too. He said you'll just have to deal with it yourselves.
Wait a minute. Then what are we supposed to do?
Why don't you and your husband discuss that? It's none of my business what you do with your payments. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Sandra, wait a minute! What are we supposed to do?
After that, Vivian, who was in trouble, contacted all her friends and asked for help, but no one was willing to help her. She had no choice but to explain the situation to the owner of the fancy sushi restaurant. But there was no way the owner could let her go, since she and her family have spent $3,000 for eating and drinking. She was reported to the police right after that. My parents-in-law paid for the food and drink, and the situation was somehow settled without incident. Vivian was scolded severely by my parents-in-law, and they are going to manage the family budget for the time being. My parents-in-law are sensible people, so it's only natural. I don't know how Vivian became like that after being raised by them. Anyway, we enjoyed our trip to New York as a family, uninterrupted by anyone. My husband and I spent a good time relaxing. Our children came home with a great sense of inspiration. I sincerely hope that our children will grow up well.